Welcome to adding for fourth grade. There will be another video that shows subtraction, but this video is going to focus on addition. We're going to think back to third grade and how they focused a lot on adding 3-digit plus 3-digit numbers. They also worked on that some from second grade, so that's not something that they only had for 1 year. They've actually had it for 2 years. They really focused a lot on place value. They have not been shown the algorithm, so that is something you're going to have to build up to. You're going to start with where they left off and build up to the standard algorithm. So here we're starting with a 4-digit plus a 4-digit. You may want to start with a 3-digit plus a 3-digit with your students and then build up to 4-digit, 5-digit, 6, and on up to multi-digit numbers. So a lot of this too needs to be taught through problem solving, word problems. Really have students focus on why I should add or why I should subtract. So make sure you kind of mix that up as you're working within this unit as well. So what we're going to focus on, the first strategy here is place value. Like I said, they did this with 3-digit plus 3-digit numbers. So we're going to decompose this number by place values. I have 3,046, so I have 3,000. I don't have anything in the hundreds place, so I am going to just put 3 zeros just to represent the hundreds place. You can put 1, that's fine. But I think you need to have something there because when you go down below and add the second add-in, you're going to have something in that hundreds place. If you don't, it may get the students mixed up about lining up their place values. So I have a 4 that's in my tens place and a 6 that's in the ones place. Now I'm going to move to my second add-in. I have 2,475. So the 2 is in the thousands place. It's worth 2,000. The 4 is in the hundreds. It's worth 400. 7 is worth 70. And the 5 is worth 5 because it's in the ones place. So now I'm going to go through and I'm going to add. Once again, they've had exposure with this since second grade with 3-digit numbers. 6 plus 5 is 11. 40 plus 70. I may think of that 40 as a 30 and a 10 because I know 30 plus 70 gives me 100, and then another 10 would give me 110. Any number plus 0 is that number, so 400 plus 0 is 400. And then 3,000 plus 2,000 is 5,000. Now, I need to look at combining this, but first of all, I can see that I've got 110 here. It may help for students to decompose that into 100 plus 10. So then I have 5,000 plus 400 plus 100 plus 10 plus 11. You can decompose 11 into 10 and 1, but most students have been adding numbers with a multiple of 10 since about first or second grade. So they should be able to handle that. But if you feel like they need to, you can definitely work and show them how to break that down. So then I've got 5,000 plus, I'm going to add up my hundreds here, which is 500, plus 10 and 11, which is 21. I'm going to kind of show my place value down below, just to kind of help my students know that 5,000 would go here. 500, put my 5 in the hundreds place, and then 21, that's 2 tens, so that's in my tens and my ones. So the sum to that problem would be 5,521. Now, where you would want to move them to next is partial sums. This is going to help connect them and gradually move them to the algorithm. So you definitely want to maybe spend some time here because this way, the nice thing about this one is you're going to get the students used to working vertically and not always horizontally. So we're going to, you can start with 3,000 plus 2,000. You can definitely start there and go from left to right. But if you go ahead and start on the right side and get them used to that, when you get to the standard algorithm, they'll already kind of have that down pat. So once again, we want to make sure that they're still focusing on place value. This is 6 ones plus 5 ones, which is 11. This is 4 tens and 7 tens, or 40 plus 70. Make sure they're not just saying 4 and 7. 40 plus 70, or 4 tens plus 7 tens. Now that, once again, if I think of this as a 3 tens and a 1 10, I know that 3 and 7 is 100 plus that 1. 10, which is 110. Line up the place values. Very important. You could give them lined paper, notebook paper, and have them turn it sideways to help keep the place values lined up. I've got 400 plus 0. Any number plus 0 is that number. So 400, lining up my place values, and 2,000 plus 3,000 is 5,000. Keeping everything lined up. So now I'm going to add 1 plus 0 is 1. I've got 110 plus 110 is 2 tens. And then I've got 100 plus 400 is 500. And then I have just 5,000. So we want to connect and look back. And you can really see the connection here. You can see where my 11, my 5 plus 6, you can see my 40 plus 70, my 400, and my 5,000. But the nice thing here is we're starting to kind of condense it and start getting everything going in a vertical manner, which helps with the standard algorithm. So now, as I move to the standard algorithm, and I'll move this down in a minute so you can see all three, this is where you want to end up. Obviously, not with just 4-digit plus a 4-digit. You want to get into multi-digits, so 7, 8-digit, 9-digit numbers is where you'll end up. So once again, make sure you focus on place value. 6 plus 5 is 11. Now, when I think of 11, this got one of the ones is in my ones place and one's in the tens place. This one I'm going to put down in my ones place here, and I'm going to carry this one into my tens place. So really now I have 5 tens. So 5 tens plus 7 tens is 12 tens. So I'm going to put my 2, which is in my tens place, and carry my 1, which is in my hundreds place. So then I have 100 plus 400, which is 500, and then 3,000 plus 2,000 is 5,000. So now, once again, just going to move this down here so you can see all three and how they connect. We really decomposed the number here to get our sum. We began looking at partial sums and making it vertically, a little condensing it all, and then we finally get to the standard algorithm, which is more efficient.